Welcome to another video of Cooks with Iron. You're here tonight because I don't know what I'm going to make for supper. So I have nothing planned. I have nothing laid out. If you guys can hear the music, my daughter's on the front porch jamming out and dancing, having a great time. But I don't know what I'm going to make for supper. So I hate when I do this, but honestly, I do this most of the time. Focus. But mostly this is what I do most of the time. I don't know what I'm going to do. I am really a throw together kind of girl. Last night I came home with no plans at all of what to make for supper. I had some leftover steak and pork chops in my refrigerator that were already cooked. We had grilled those out. I just cut those into small slices. I let them simmer in some beef broth. That way they would be tender and they would be juicy. And then I put them on a sandwich for my husband, and I just ate a pile of meat with a little bit of A1 sauce and some melted cheese on it. He had some chicken noodles with his, and I had some asparagus. So I'm at the point tonight that I don't know what I'm going to cook. So you guys want to come with me? Let me show you what I've got, and then we'll make a decision together. Does that sound okay? All right, let's see how all this goes. You want to see my refrigerator? Here we go. Come on. Oh, and I'm going to have to take you off this tripod. It was a $5.99 buy at Walmart, and it's worked good for a little while, but now it's cracked. And so every time I touch it, the phone falls off. So I'm going to have to get a new one of those, maybe upgrade, get a little bit better one. I didn't want to spend a lot of money because I didn't know if I was going to do these YouTube videos a lot or not. But so far, so good. So I think I'll spend a little bit more money and get another tripod. All right, so let me show you what's in my refrigerator and maybe my freezer, and I'll see if I can find something to cook. Okay, see you in a minute. Well, that just kicked me off, but let's see. Sorry. My daughter has a step stool that stays here where she can get into anything she needs. Okay, in my refrigerator, we've got some grapes. This is a couple of to-go boxes for lunches. I got a few tomatoes, some leftover chicken noodles. I do have 2 pounds of sausage. I got a little bit of bacon, some eggs. I pre-make these sandwiches like this. I bought the croissants on sale, and then I just make ham and cheese sandwiches. We can just grab those and go, easy enough. And then in this big container is vegetables. That's just cheese. And this is some more meat that we grilled out. Got a couple back there. I got some hot dogs. Other than that, that's all that's in my refrigerator. So I may do bacon, sausage, and eggs. Let me see how many eggs I have in there. I've got enough eggs that I could do bacon or sausage and eggs, or bacon sausage. Either way, that's all that's in there. And I really don't want to have to thaw something out. I will if I have to, but I don't want to have to. So I need to plan ahead, but girls, we all living together at this. I think I know what I'm going to do. I think tonight I'm going to do breakfast for supper. That's going to be easy and everything's thawed out. But I just looked in my freezer and I have wings, chicken wings in here. So I'm going to thaw these chicken wings out tonight, and I'll have chicken wings for tomorrow. And we'll have chicken wings for supper tomorrow. And that's all that's in here. Frozen pizza. You guys will see in my freezer. This is sweet potato fries. I've got a couple bags of ice. A few popsicles. This is some steak. I need to lay this out and let this thaw. It's something else that I bought on sale. And then we have some sausage. And then we also have hamburger meat and stuff down there. So I think the best thing to do is to lay those chicken wings out. And then one day I need to lay those steaks out, have those. I know I've got chicken in here somewhere. Just got to find it. Okay. Oh, these chicken wings are so heavy. My dad gave me these the other day because he had a whole lot of them. Guys, hang on. Okay, you guys good on that jankety tripod? Let's see how this works. My dad had given me a bunch of these chicken wings, and so he asked me if I wanted a bag because he had a whole bunch left over. He had a chicken wing business, but he went out, he quit doing it after a while, so he had quite a bit of chicken wings left over, and he didn't want to throw them away, which I agree. So I'm gonna open this. How big is this bag? 10 pounds. 10 pounds. That'll take me forever to eat 10 pounds of chicken wings. But the part I like is I can make some barbecue. The only problem is they've got ice on them. So I'm going to dump them out in the sink. I want to make sure they're not freezer burnt, which I don't think they are. And I'm going to dump them here in the sink and let them things thaw. Oh, cold water. Always want to put cold water on your meat that you're defrosting. You don't want your meat to get hot if you're not going to eat it right then. So let's let these defrost. I'll put them back in the refrigerator tonight, and then I'll have them tomorrow. And my husband will eat barbecue chicken. He really doesn't care for it on a wing, but he will eat it. And then I'll have teriyaki or garlic parmesan, anything like that. So hang on, be right back. Okay, let's talk for a second. I decided that I have some Bisquick here, so I'm going to make pancakes for supper. I'm going to make pancakes and bacon, or pancakes and sausage, maybe both. Sometimes I do bacon and sausage, and then you can have either or, and I've got some left over to make a sandwich for my husband for his work. Hey, I've tried 2 or 3 times to arrange this foam where it's a better view, but this is the best that I can get because my tripod's broken and I'm kind of propping it up. So I want to cook the bacon and sausage and make pancakes. So the first thing I've got to do is clean my big cast iron skillet so I can get the sausage and bacon cooking in there. So I'm going to clean that real quick and get that good and clean, and then I'm going to cook my bacon and sausage in it because I can fit a lot in there at one time. And then I'll mix up the pancake mix. And then when my husband gets home, I'll start the pancakes as soon as he gets here. Well, they'll be hot and fresh, but I'll have the bacon and sausage already pre-cooked in a container with the lid on it. So for right now, I'm just going to just clean these cast iron skillets out. If y'all can hear that music, again, my daughter is listening to Dwight Yoakam now. She is very versed in music. Between my country and my husband that listens to everything else, she's pretty versed in music. Let's mix up these pancakes. And if you've watched my earlier video, I'm going to mix it up in a bowl that came from my mother. So I'm going to get that good and washed because I know it's just been sitting on a shelf for a couple of years now, waiting to be used again in a family with a lot of love with it and a lot more love to come. So here is hot. So I don't always use Bisquick mix. Sometimes I just use 2 cups of flour, a cup of milk, and 2 eggs. And a little bit of baking powder. And that makes them light and fluffy, but they're not as fluffy as Bisquick. I don't know what Bisquick does to make it so amazing, but when I have Bisquick, I do make pancakes out of Bisquick mix. So I'm going to start with my clean bowl here. All right, so this says 2 cups of Bisquick. Okay, got that. 2 eggs, which I got those from my chickens today. Let me grab those. Beautiful eggs fresh from our chicken. Love it. And then a cup of milk. Here is the cup of milk. Okay, so I'm going to mix up this batter here, and I like on the back of here how it gives you some ideas for some waffles and maybe different kinds of pancakes. It says classic pancakes, and then it says make it your own. Well, you can always add just a teeny bit of sugar. I like to add vanilla to my pancakes. I don't know if any of y'all's ever add just imitation vanilla. Love to add a little bit of vanilla to my pancakes. Nobody's ever said, oh, those taste different, but I think it gives them a good flavor. Okay, so there's my pancake mix in my mama's bowl. I'm going to put all this stuff up that I have out, and I'm going to start my bacon and sausage. Ooh, you can see my cast iron skillet smoking. That's a good thing when it's at smoking point. You can see it here. I'm going to turn that off and let that cool off just a little bit before I add my bacon and my sausage to it. I'm going to cut that up, get it ready, and I'll be right back. This is where we are at on bacon and sausage. And I wanted to put them in 2 different skillets to get them going so that they would be done a lot faster. And then once they get done, then I'll start making a pancake. And I usually use the grease from the sausage and bacon to grease my pan with what I'm going to cook my pancakes in. I decided to put on the apron because this bacon was popping me, and I don't want my shirt ruined. So we'll see you guys back in a few minutes when I make a pancake. Okay, you guys. This is probably going to be a mess because I can tell it's crooked. I can't get it straight. But anytime I cook pancakes, I use my old Wagner cast iron skillet because it is the most seasoned and it is the best skillet that I have. And then I'm burning all of my sausage because I'm too worried about this video camera over here. I shouldn't be messing with it, and I should be cooking. So I'm going to take a little bit of this bacon sausage grease out of my skillet here. I've got it turned off now. I've got this one on. And I'm going to take my pancake batter and I'm going to pour me a little bit in there. And I'll show you guys how it turns out when we get that one out. It don't take just a few minutes. The grease is hot. The skillet's pretty hot. It's getting there. So I'm going to get all this sausage out. It's all done. I have a Tupperware container here. It has a strainer in the bottom so all the grease falls through. I really like these Tupperware containers. Most of all, I found them at garage sales when I found them. But I pick them up, like I found them at garage sale because this one's cracked on the lid. But it doesn't matter to me. I put it back together and use it. And it works well for what I'm using it for. I'll keep scooping the grease out of here to use for my pancakes. When that one gets ready to flip, then I'll flip it for you. Okay, I don't know, you can't see that, and I can't move my camera. If I move my camera, I'll start all over. But it's starting to get some bubbles on the top. Okay, so this has got a lot of bubbles on top. It's starting to get brown around the edges. I'm going to flip it, and I usually poke a couple of holes in it to let the heat come up and make sure that the middle's done. I like it crunchy around the edges like this. When this gets done on this side, that'll be all for that pancake. I have a birthday plate from the other day when I had my birthday. Got some of these left over. After I make this pancake, I'm going to end the video. I'm going to hop off here and text my husband and see when he'll be home. That way I'll know if I need to keep making pancakes or to wait. But this is what the other side looks like. And this is what this side looks like. Woo! Looks like a really good pancake. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. So that's going to be my cooking for tonight. You guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody.